This man has 7 grandsons. Arvid, Loewen. 3, 2, 1, go!
The race across America. It starts in Oceanside, California, and finishes in Annapolis, Maryland. It's a single-stage bike race. I have to do it in less than 12 days to become an official finisher. In its 32-year history, less than 300 people, different people, have finished RAM successfully.
It's an incredible experience. RAM is like one really, really, really long day because it becomes your focus and you're determined to keep your rider on the bike.
You know, when you're on a bike for 24 hours, 48 hours, and you do this stuff, it actually becomes a very self-serving and selfish endeavor. And it didn't sit well with me, and I simply said, if I'm going to put that kind of effort into something, it's got to be for something else than my personal satisfaction. So that's what led me to the point where I said, I got to try and do something with it. In 2005, I was sent pictures and stories of about 30 kids. I chose, for no apparent reason, one kid, little girl named Charity. It was just a baby, a toddler at that time, maybe a year and a half, 2 years old. Charity's story is very simply, she was born to a teenage mom. Poverty, family problems led this teenage mom to a state of desperation, and she left her infant to die on the rocks by the side of the river. Charity was rescued by somebody and placed in the care of Mooley Children's family. In 2006, we went to one of their evening programs, the devotional program singing that they do. I love kids. Little kids were running around in the back. I held out my arms. A little girl jumped on my lap. It happened to be Charity. I had carried her picture for 30 days and 7,000 kilometers across the country. Now she sat on my lap for 30 minutes. And everything changed for me at that time. You know, I felt like God hit me on the head with a 2x4 and he said, that's why the other door's closed. That's how this door opened up.
The feeling that you have, like I told them at the beginning, if we get to Annapolis, if we do this successful, it'll be a whole team accomplishment. He couldn't get here on his own, and it takes all of us to make this happen, and that's a really, really neat feeling.
It's a big challenge for anyone who ever wants to try it. It would kind of be like, you know, get 5 of your best friends, all get into a small car and spend the next week or two together being sleep deprived and being in, you know, sort of 1-star motels, and you're all sort of sweaty and smelly, and now you're under stress trying to make sure that Arvid doesn't spend an extra minute on the bike going the wrong way. So the stress is unbelievable in terms of sort of minute to minute and not wanting to let him down.
Our goal, or my goal, and I guess it goes for everyone, every member in the team, is to be the best we can, to do whatever we can to make Arvid win.
You know, no matter how long my bike event is, it always divides it for me into 3/3. There's the first part of it when you're getting into it, you're optimistic, you say you can do this thing. But then there's that middle third. And it's the middle third, no matter how long your event is, can be absolutely devastating mentally because you're into it too far to quit, but you cannot even conceive making it to the end.
This is a tough race, but it's also a dangerous race. As safe as they try and keep things for the riders, there's always something going on, and you have to be extremely careful, and you're sleep deprived.
You got ups and downs in the race. You have some good days. You have some days that didn't go that well. We had one night in particular was pretty tough, where like, I had a hard time really waking him up. He just was so exhausted. It was hard time to wake him up. At the end, it looks like it's going to be down to the wire. It's going to be nip and tuck to make it in the allotted time.
It was hot, and then it just became insanely hot. And I was talking with one of the race officials here who said it was about 10 degrees Fahrenheit over the normal for this time of year. So it was for Canadians, it was in the high 40s.
When my stomach went south on me in day 2 in the Mojave Desert and with the unbearable heat, I didn't see how I was going to recover. But I made a commitment. I made a decision that you don't quit in life when it's at its worst. You delay the decision, you delay the final decision when you are in a much better frame of mind. And then there's the last part of a ride, the last third, when you actually start to say, there's light at the end of the tunnel, maybe I can do this.
So happy for him because he's worked very, very hard, and he deserves it, and the kids at Moody Children's Family deserve it too because they've been real prayer warriors for him. So, you know, a big shout out to them because they are his inspiration.
Thank you, Grandma, Arvid, friends, for your support. Thank you.
Thank you.